Soundstripe. Soundstripe.
Hello guys, and welcome back. Another race is about to go underway tonight. This is race number 2 for the Flamme Rouge racing. Tonight we jump into actual France tonight for points race. So if you missed last night's action, it was a individual time trial. So it was just me, machine, and the clock. And I actually managed to put myself into a decent time for the overall classification so far. I'm sitting 31st of 126 registrants, at least of everybody that has completed or competed so far. That number might go up, might go down. We'll see how it goes. But I'm sitting here warming up in France now. Got my warm-up kind of done and dusted out of the way, and just kind of working my way through to get myself those little bit of extra kilometers onto the map. So just under 4 minutes until we launch for race number 2. Tonight's race is 2 laps of Douce France. It is it's the reverse laps of RGV. So we actually come out of the gates and go right into the curvy S bits. So it'll be a little punchy, a little hilly, a little rolly, and then we roll right into our first sprint segment of the night, into the Ballon sprint. After that, it flattens back out a little bit, and then we go over to the aqueduct, which is being considered a sprint as well, not a climb. So that'll be the second segment, and then shortly after that is the pave sprint. We're not counting the start-finish line as a time segment, even though it technically is on Zwift. But we're only doing those 3 segments for the night, and our fastest time through for the night is what counts for the green jersey competition. So that's kind of how that's going to work out, and it's based on our fastest time relative to the person with the fastest time. If that makes any sense. So that's kind of what they're calling the E-gap. So you guys can't quite see it yet, but I've managed to filter out the Zwift list. So instead of seeing, because this is a mass start, I'm gonna be riding with everybody at the same time. So it gets a little confusing to see who I'm actually competing against, right? Since I'm in the habanero class, I'm only really competing against the habanero riders. So, because I'm seeing the other classifications like Ghost Pepper and a couple other ones I can't remember off the top of my head. There's like 9 in total or something like that. But because I'm only competing against the habanero riders, I really only care about how I'm doing relative to those riders in today's race. So I got sauce for Zwift up, and I've managed to filter that list of who I'm riding with, so I don't have to worry about everybody else around me. But I still want to be in a decent group that can help support me and get me to the line. All right, just about over a minute to go until we launch here. So let's get myself into the starting pen, get you guys some decent action for the night. As far as I'm aware, I'm the only Z-Sun rider in tonight's race. There are other Z-Sun riders, to be that are in this competition as well, but they're doing other time zones for the race. So this one's all on my own. All right. Looks like my, there it is. The race screen's gonna populate a little weird until we come out of the pen here, so my apologies on that. But here's to hoping I survive, guys. Race number 2 underway. Oh, thanks, Roy. I hope you enjoy watching tonight. Already down to 50 riders here in the lead group. And we've only dropped one habanero rider, it looks like. Of course, do what you need, Roy. Happy to have you in chat at least. So glad I grabbed the third water bottle for tonight. My first one's almost gone, and we've only just begun. All right, down to 38 riders. And we've dropped 2 habaneros. Yep. Yep, but the real split's going to come at the aqueduct because of the sprint points. Oh, we got the first balloon sprint coming too. That might split us up a little bit further as well. I'm seeing a few others on their watt prime balances just absolutely destroying themselves. Looks like Ryan Johnson's getting tired. 3 Aldalay. Who else? Magic as well. They might drop here at the balloon sprint. Exactly. If I can provide a lead out for some of the sprinters, I should be able to stay with them through this first sprint. Thank you, Ryan. Exactly. That's what I mean. If I can provide a bit of a lead out, I should be able to stay in. Magic Marty. He's starting to recover some. Aldalay is not, though. Looks like we got a few off the front already. Ooh, one of them's a habanero rider that went with him. kick it up a notch just to stay attached. I'm not. It's getting brought back. Besides, he's really tiring himself out too. Yep. We got magic off the back solo. No, he's with somebody else. I don't have anything for scoring, but the live feed of Who's a Habanero Rider seems to be working. Though oddly enough, it's not giving me a list of position amongst everybody. So that's interesting to see. It's just showing a dash mark next to the flag. That's supposed to be the pole position, but I'm guessing it doesn't work because it's a filtered list. That's my guess. Yeah, it certainly is. I'm certainly glad I figured it out today. It saves me from having to see if a group attacking has anybody I should worry about or not. Plus, I can already see 3 of my competitors are now a minute behind us. Thanks, Roy. I will say, Swift Power's not a bad option, but its live update can be as much as 2 minutes behind. Whereas Sauce for Zwift here, I can have it updated as little as every 1 second. And it's pulling information directly from Zwift. All right, another sprint coming up. None of the habaneros are on that lead group of 11. So I don't need to worry about chasing them. All right. Only half of the habaneros remain in this lead group, myself included. The hard part's done. Now we just let the real motorheads pull us around. All right, I'm okay with this pace. See if I can play some mind games with them. Tell them they're looking good, so they start doing a little more work. Oh, yep. Geese is doing more work. He's off the front. So, a question for you, chat. Can you hear my music in the background? I was trying to play it last night during the ITT. After reviewing my footage, I didn't hear anything. Just me grinding away and huffing and puffing. Let me know what you hear. I'm curious if it's working right now or not. Or if maybe I need to turn up some volumes or whatever. Okay, good. Thanks, Roy. All right, one's going solo off the front. It's not geese, so I don't have to worry about them. Geese is in a yellow jersey anyway. And what's Campbell wearing? Campbell's in that black with blue and orange. I'm not going to be able to pick that out of the lineup. Well, I'm in the main group of habanero riders. The lead group of 11 are almost a minute ahead of us now. Hey, Brett. Trying to remember. I want to think it was around 70-ish, maybe 65. So overall, we've got 11 in the front lead group, 17 in my current group, and then we've got a few smaller chase groups behind us. We've got a couple women in this group as well. Not many. Most of the women are down behind, over a minute behind me. No, it's not. But, I mean, those going off the front are a higher category. If they're not a habanero, then they're a higher category rider, because in this race, habaneros are technically the slowest riders, or the weakest, I should say. The lowest ranked ones. So it's not unlikely for us to see me off the back, off the lead group. The lead group should be made up of technically Cat A riders and stuff of that nature. And habanero riders are technically like about mid B categories. Mid to low B. So for me to be up here, I'm looking pretty good now. And we're fairly refreshed too by the looks of things. Looks like John Souza is about 2 minutes back with S. Lorenz. Magic's back there. They're all kind of recovering as well here in the flats. But there's no chance they're going to catch us. But yeah, to your point, Roy, unless some of these stronger riders actually feel like they could go bridge that gap of a minute, there'd be no point in it. Let's see, ghost pepper, bacon's a ghost pepper, Wirtz is a ghost pepper, there's Geese, he's a habanero, goat is, I forget what cap is, Caprese? I don't know. I'd have to pull up the list again just to see. But I don't want to accidentally get dropped getting distracted doing something else. Capsaicin? Maybe. They go by names of peppers. And capsaicin is the thing that makes things spicy, so I don't think capsaicin's actually a pepper name. But it would make sense, right? Oh, hello. You're home early. Must not have been a busy night, huh? Well, shit. There goes my plans. My plan was to finish this and go pick up a pizza. This is gonna be a frozen one. Something cheap. I suppose. I just didn't think you'd want to actually go out after you got home from work. Suppose we could do that too. Oh, really? Roy, you're a ghost pepper? Interesting. Well, good on you, Roy. You gotta remind me again, was ghost pepper the one just above habanero? Okay, yeah, because about a week before the signups of this, I would have been classed as a ghost pepper, but a couple ladder leagues ahead of this, I kept losing to like a bunch of rank 6 and 7 riders. So I got dropped real fast down to rank 5 from rank 4. So, not to say it was sandbagging or anything. That's just how my cards got dealt. Because racing with a bunch of folks that have steering, and I don't have steering, kind of really puts a nail in that coffin at times, doesn't it? Plus, I came off of some injury and illness about a month prior as well, so I've been working my fitness back up. So it's only natural I get placed into habanero. Maybe during the next tour. Exactly, yeah. I feel like I could actually be competitive for this series on the GC. I mean, heck, look at my standings from last night, right? I'm sitting 31st of 122nd. But I think if I do fairly well here, I should get myself back up to Sapphire again. And that'll put me in good for, what's it called? Oh, for the next tour. Well, if you stick around after this race, Roy, maybe I can look you up. I don't blame you. When I started ladder racing, actually, I was an emerald. But like 2 or 3 races in, I got dropped to sapphire. And I've been slowly declining ever since. Again, mostly due to injuries. I crashed during a crit race back in April and broke my neck. So I was forced off the bike for about 3 months of that time. Did a little bit of trainer work after, I think it was 6 weeks, 7 weeks or so, just to try and get my fitness back. And then July rolls around and the crit races start back up again in town. And then the first week of August, I get right back to doing the crit races. I'm feeling pretty decent. And I'm hanging in with the Cat 3s, Cat 2 riders in a race. And my front tire decides to go flat on me into a turn. I slide out and end up tearing up my entire left side. So now my left leg is probably 30% scars now. So it's just been one after another for me for this year. So I'm not too surprised to see myself declining in performance over the summer. But yeah, thanks, Roy. I'm glad I'm back at it too. Right? Even more ironically, it was exact same race, exact same corner, just slightly different situations. Oh, of course not. If anything, it's a little more motivation. To kind of put myself back into a target range, you know? The hard part is etching out the time to properly train and get myself back into some get myself back into the gym and do some weights. Come on, let's get back into the draft here. Recover, recover, recover. This honestly isn't that bad. It's just a lot of time in the saddle is all it is. As long as I can hang in with the proper group, I think I'll be able to survive this. I just gotta make sure my butt stays nice and comfortable. Right now it's not doing so well. I might have to stand up for this aqueduct. Just give my butt a rest. Speaking of saddle sores, any tricks or tips of the trade, Roy? Anything you've done that has helped? Or something that you think might help? Bandage, huh? I feel like I did that once when I did Oklahoma freewheel. All right, 10 more kilometers to go. All that's left is the sprint finish. None of the habaneros have dropped. Should say none of the remaining habaneros have dropped. Geese might walk away with the win for habanero in this race tonight, but maybe not. We'll just see what kind of timing and effort everybody has at the finish. There are 10 habanero riders in tonight's race. I'm showing 16 in the current pace group. And 11 are over 3 minutes off the front. I don't know. I feel like I'm a little anxious. I'm expecting somebody to try and go off the front. Like, I think Gies is up there trying. I know he's feeling pretty good though, but he is trying. Sitting at 3.8, 4.0. I'll let these Ghost Riders pull him back. It's too early. It maybe might have worked at 2 kilometers. But not at 8 kilometers. Yeah. I'm counting what, 3 OTR? Maybe 4? No, I think it's just 3. God damn it, Gies. He's trying again. Oh, he's trying again. Yes, let's go. All right, now we're racing. There we go. Yes! Second. Nicely done by Campbell. Timed his pretty well. And I had nothing. But it looks like I had more than the others. So, I'll take it. All right. Damn, I forgot to hit my replay button. Damn. I'm sorry. Won't be able to go back and look at that now. Well, I'll take this to 50 kilometers and call it a night. Yeah, I kind of think I did too, though I personally like to start going around 250 meters instead of like the 300 plus that we did. So I was trying to sit in the draft as best I could, but by the time it was time for me to actually start my sprint, my legs were kaput for the night. So I just did everything I could to hold my power to the line. But it worked out in the end. I minimized the time deficit as much as I possibly could, so it looked like it was probably just a touch over a second, so I shouldn't move down in the GC. I might move up a little, but we'll see. Tomorrow's race, we'll know for sure. All right. What? Well, we roll to a stop here. Let's have a look at your standings, Roy, shall we? Let's see where you placed from last night. Let's see, Tour. Come on. GC. Drag this over here a little bit. Let's see. Roy Imahara, your position is 122. Let's see what that puts you at under the ghosts. Yep. So Roy Mahara, your current GC is 122nd out of 158. So just a little bit below 50%. It's not too bad though. Of course, I think this is also counting all the stages. So let's just look at stage one, shall we? Stage one, 100 MGHT. So there's 148 in N Ghost. Okay, so from yesterday's stage, Roy, you actually placed 18th out of 128. So that's actually really good. But having missed today's race, you slid down to 122nd. So, interesting. Alright. Well, but I'm not sure what I'm going to end up doing of tonight's race. Those results won't be updated until early in the morning, so come back in tomorrow night, guys. We'll have an updated standings list for you from my position. So overall, I think I did a fantastic race. Stuck in with the lead group of the Habaneros. Was definitely worth having Sauce for Zwift to keep those efforts in check. So if you don't have Sauce for Zwift, I highly recommend it, especially for this series. Having that filtered list was really helpful. I didn't have to try and chase down that lead group, hoping and praying that there are other Habanero riders up there or not. So it really helped. But that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. We take on the Zwift Classic, or France Classic Fondo. Never done it before. Must be a new one. Never heard of it before. But we're only doing 60 kilometers of it. So it'll be a custom finish. A little bit more climbing tomorrow. Definitely more sprinting. I really don't think I'm going to be contesting any of the sprints, but who knows? We'll see how I place in the green jersey category. Maybe it's worth actually trying instead of the GC. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, awesome, Roy. Well, I hope I see you on the road as well. If anything, we might be in the same group, or you might be up the road further. Yeah, so the trick with Sauce, though, is that you need to have the team filter show, or the team column showing as well, because Sauce does this thing with the names where if there's anything in a parentheses, I should say anything in the first grouping of parentheses or brackets, Sauce will automatically take that and assign that as the person's team. So if they're doing something like what I did, what I did in the first race, where I had my name, then the class, Habanero, and then my team, it would have taken HAB and placed it as the team name instead, because that was the first grouping of parentheses. But yeah, so that's just the only caveat to it. But anyway, that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. Feeling pretty decent so far in the series, but yeah, the big struggle is going to be keeping my tailbone nice and fresh. So thanks for watching tonight, guys. I will catch you tomorrow night, same time, same place, here on Zwift. Peace out.